5. I think I can live.
Right now, what happened in the practice yesterday is I had a freaking 4 GT rear end.
See, that's the problem I'm afraid of, though, too, is the fact that the GTE cars don't pay attention. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with any of the prototype guys. They're pretty patient.
Yeah, because they know they're gonna fucking walk you as soon as the straight comes. The problem is if you pay attention though, those GTEs we're just as fast as them. It's just they can take the corner at about 20 miles an hour faster than us because they have a little bit more downforce.
Yeah, and they're a little lighter.
And they're lighter. They're faster than us in corners, but in the straightaways we're about the same.
It's about the same. Yep.
And what the?
I usually lift for.
And I don't know about you, but I've always, even in real life,
Got one on your
you don't
right.
pass it. Oh, prototype just ate it.
Go right.
Your butthole was puckered. Just a little bit.
I actually saw it. I saw it coming.
Oh yeah, no, dude, he came in hot.
9.
Like, dude, I've watched a lot of those prototype guys too. They don't.
Oh crap! I'm on the wrong setup. I think.
Yeah, it's set up. Hold on, get out of the car real quick. I'll fix it.
Come on. There you go.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, it's on
I'll go ahead and
baseline.
do it. There you go. Okay. Whenever it wants to get approved, I'm gonna click auto. I'm gonna auto load the setup too.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not hitting 6th gear. This is the wrong setup.
Yeah. You should be almost honestly like down the both of the straightaways, almost like running it out completely.
Yeah. That's why I was
There you
like,
go.
why am I?
It's on the.
I didn't 6th gear.
It's on the tune for you now, right? Right.
Is it?
What is it? It says in the top. I should say in the top right, but you'll find out. You'll find out if you run it, and all of a sudden you can redline it.
It just says you're.
Does it say identical
It
to?
the setup is from you. It doesn't.
Yeah. Then okay.
It doesn't
Okay.
say
Then
what
it
is.
should be it. That should be it then, because I set it up. Just let me know. All right. I'll be right back. I throw something away.
Sure thing.
Hello, you guys. Back.
I just stubbed my toe. That hurt. Dustin. How you doing? Alright, so far in the warm-up, you're pretty slow right now, but I mean, you're getting used to it.
Yeah. It's the new
So
setup.
far, Dustin, time-wise on the track, the fastest guy in our class is 156.9, and then 152.93. So, I mean,
Well, is the track? How's the track condition?
106 degrees.
Holy fuck!
Race is carried over from warm-up. So,
It's gonna be pretty slick.
yeah, I mean, it's what you're racing on. Track started out at a moderate usage track, so like a 40 or 50% track, and it's just only. And if you think about though, this track, it's just only going to get better and better as you race on it.
Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
See, I hate when they pass you in those corners because they know what corners to pass you in, the ones where you can't fucking turn, because they know the corners of their car stiffens up really hard.
Yeah, I was trying to go wide, but I broke a little late.
If you find that
I didn't break earlier.
If you find that it's a little bit too loose, let me know, and we'll go ahead and put an extra degree of downforce on it. If you find,
the looseness,
One.
I
think will get better as the tires warm up. That was my outlap.
because I mean,
You guys need to make adjustments. To the
I don't mind a loose car
I-
as long as it's not loose on entry.
I mean-
it's just loose on exit.
I prefer a tighter car though. That's my thing.
Put 2 clicks on it for the
Oh.
race. If the track conditions are this fucking hot, put it at 2 clicks.
See, I wish that they had like time change now already in this game. So like as the race progressed, it'd obviously get faster and faster and faster because the track's cooling down for these cars. See, I would love to do like the Le Mans or the Nürburgring, but the problem is if the GTE guys drive like this, I can't imagine trying to get past on Nürburgring because I would die.
It's just the fun of it. It's the green hell for a reason, you know.
I mean, from what I see though, people like. I mean, like.
Isn't that why we do this?
I mean, from what I see though, most people do it just to have fun. And I mean, honestly, that's what I want to do. I'd like to finish if possible. I mean, it's more so up to the other drivers if we can finish, because if they want to drive like
that Daytona prototype who wrecked right in front of me, he could have easily taken me out right there. But luckily, I was wise to it. And
yeah.
stayed on my brakes a little later.
And this is why I've done a lot of circle track racing, because then I know how to avoid wrecks.
Yeah, I love ovals.
I'm still debating about whether or not I'm going to buy the Cup car. I mean, I don't have any plans to get A anytime soon, because that's like the least of my worries, you know.
Man, I just buy whatever.
I mean, the only thing...
I bought this car just for this race.
Oh yeah, no, so did I. I mean, if I never race it, I don't care. I like the car in real life. It fucking sounds awesome in real life. Like... That's one thing I can say that Mercedes knows how to do. Mercedes, honestly, most of their cars look really good, and they sound really good.
1 minute 51.332.
Fuck, where is my resume at?
Yeah, that was a bad entry. Jesus.
Yep. I know.
Yeah, it's pretty loose. Maybe we should go ahead and...
Add a clicker rear
I am.
view, tell me.
I am. As
do
soon
you
as
think?
yeah, go ahead and let's go ahead.
Maybe a couple clicks on the rear
Pull
end,
in.
ride height.
Should I back out? Yeah.
Just bring it around and pull it in. Unless you want to stop on the straightaway, up there.
Well, it's practice, so I don't care about my safety points. It's just practice.
Yeah, I don't think it matters right now. Haha. Since I'm
Here, you want me to make the adjustments to the car?
I'm doing it right. We're gonna do wing angle first before we start messing with suspensions again.
Well, hold on. Wait a sec.
Like, you're good. I changed it.
Yeah, you want the ride height to be in the 3.6 area. And you need more fuel. You need to go with a full tank of gas.
Hold on. Pull it back in.
Here, let me adjust it, guys. I know what to do. I know what to do.
If it'll let us.
Putting it more pressure. Tires are gonna fucking melt in the heat. And we're gonna go.
Yeah, honestly, the track being this hot, I'm just gonna recommend every time you go in, get tires.
Okay.
It's not necessarily needed.
I mean, if you feel like you need them, but don't, run the tires out. You know what I mean? So that's,
Yeah.
Did you know Alone on Mars, the Curiosity rover sang itself happy birthday every year on August 5th?
Yep.
Robert, try that.
I heard of that before somewhere. I think it was on Reddit.
Right, you can get on the track now.
Sweet.
Give that a shot. See what you think. See if it's any better.
Okay.
Give it a few laps.
Hi, I'm age 13. I'm really sad. Why? My girlfriend broke up with me. Did you love her? Yeah, a lot. How long did you date? 13 hours. Little children, you do know nothing about love at all. At that age, it is called puppy love. The fuck?
Is this on my... It must have been on my fucking college email. That probably got deleted by my college because I put the link in.
What, Dustin?
Let's see.
Oh, it already feels different. after a few
Does it
quarters.
feel better?
Yeah, it feels more planted. I think that's the word I want to say.
I mean,
Oh, okay. I forgot I took ABS off.
see, personally, like, I would prefer a tighter car over a looser car, at least on...
Oh yeah, this feels much more planted.
What the fuck is my college email? Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Dustin Borg
Good
at
stuff.
AS123.
What the heck did you do?
Fuel, downforce, and springs.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you gotta add fuel to that. Put a full tank of gas in. I'm sorry.
We can do it in a minute. Alright, hold on. Let me see what this says. Any eligible member of your team may start grid the car. This session requires at least 2 different members of your team to drive the car a sufficient amount. See below. During the race, if fewer than this number of different team members drives a sufficient amount, your team will be disqualified when the session finishes. At most 16 different members of this team will be allowed to drive the car during the race. Yeah, that's never happening. I don't need 16 different people. You know how hard it would be to coordinate 16 fucking people, especially for a 6-hour race.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, even if we were to ever do a 24-hour race, I wouldn't want more than like 5 or 6 people. Because I'm sorry, I'm not sitting down for like 6 hours racing non-stop. I mean,
Well, you would.
you'd switch off every 2 hours still, you know.
Just rotate,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, plus every time I go in the pits, I'm standing up and stretching my legs for a minute. Because I mean, you can probably, with a full tank, probably last about 45 minutes. So, alright, at most 16 drivers. On the entries page, the DC column will be displayed as X/2, where X counts the number of different members of your team that can drive the car during the race. The DC column of the entries page tracks your team's overall progress towards the meeting the session's driver change requirements. The laps column tracks the progress of each of your team's drivers. The DC of laps column of the entries page will be colored red if your team or driver has not currently met the driver change requirements. The DC or laps column will be colored yellow if your team/driver currently met the driver change requirements, but we project the team driver will fall below the requirements. The DC or laps column will be colored green if the team/driver currently met the driver change requirements, and we also project that you will meet the requirements when the race finishes. The session requires at least 2 different eligible members of your team to drive a car of a fair share of your team's.
Minimum requirement is 7 laps.
Is it?
For each person. Yeah.
Otherwise,
I'm
your
sure
team
that's
will
why
be
you're
disqualified.
reading
I'm just reading it just to read it so I know about it. Will be disqualified. A fair share is computed as 25% 1/4 of an equal share. For example, for a 75-lap race and 3 drivers of the team, the fair share would be 75 laps divided by 3 divided by 4, 1/4 equals 7 laps. Any fractional amount bumps the required laps up to the next whole number. So 6.25 in this case becomes 7. Okay. I mean, I'm expecting us to have to all at least do like 20 laps if you think about it. At least like 20, 30 laps.
Do more than 20 laps.
Oh no, I mean,
30
I think I did the math in like a 2-hour stint, and that was if you were non-stop racing, you'd get 60 laps in. And that was if, and that was on a 2-second lap or 2-minute lap time, and you're running consistent 2-minute lap times, like, and that was like if you never stopped. So I mean, that number's probably closer to like 45, 48, you know.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, I plan on at least being here ready the entire race. I made sure I made no plans, just in case of anything. I know.
Oh yeah, no,
crap
I
happens.
told everybody, do not talk to me. My phone's going on mute. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I put my phone on silent, so I don't even hear it. Although I do need to text my mother because apparently my sister needs one of my calculators. And I guess I don't know how she wants me to send it to her because I live like 150 miles away from her. But she's like, "Hey, do you still have that thing from college?" And I'm just like,
Maybe.
the calculator that she needs, I guess. So she doesn't want to go out and spend
Is it one of those?
$30 on one.
Oh, let's say it's one of those dumb graphing calculators. I do not blame her at all.
You got one on your right.
And that is why I'm just
Clear on the
taking
right.
basic math for college. Because I just have to take... I'm taking the minimum requirements of math because they're on drugs if they think I'm going out to spend a $200, $300, $400 calculator. Yeah. Fuck that.
Oh no, that's how much your textbook's gonna cost.
Oh, I know. Let's see. My first semester, I paid like $500 in textbooks. And then last semester was a little bit cheaper because I took one less class.
Yeah, my calc book was $250, if I remember right.
Dude, for Christ's sakes, my... Out
Got a slow car
of
on the right.
all the books I have, the only, like, the 4 or 5 books I have, the only one that I'm probably ever going to actually use once I get out of college
Car on your right.
is my one
Clear
for
on
my
the
networking
right.
class that tells me all the protocols and shit that I don't actually have to know. He said, like, you have to learn it for the class, but in real life, when you're sitting there, you know, actually doing stuff for networking, you don't have to know anything about it because it's already there for you. It'll do it for you.
Hey guys, what's the bullet point?
I love this setup. This is nice.
What, Dustin?
What's the bullet point
What?
option? Or what's the bullet point command on a keyboard? Do you know?
Got one
Are
on
you
your
using
right.
Word?
1
Yeah.
minute.
Let me tell you.
7,
Oh!
6.
There's a lot of
Clear,
people
all
in that
clear.
corner.
That sucker almost took me out.
Who, the Corvette?
Oh!
Oh!
He took himself out. See, just like that, man. I honestly, genuinely think if we crash, it won't be on us.
Oh! Another car! Oh!
I figured it out. No worries.
This is gonna be an interesting race. Oh my goodness. I can't even get a good clean lap in, but the car feels good. So that's all that matters. I feel as though I'll be able to drive this pretty good the whole
Dustin,
race.
did you use Grammarly? You should use it. I'd highly recommend it.
It's okay, dude. I'll be okay.
I mean, if you're writing a
Car on
resume,
your left.
so you make sure your spelling's
Clear on
proper.
the left.
Oh, it's proper. I've used this resume in the past and gotten jobs. I'm just modifying it.
Dustin, I told you when I applied at like I think as soon as I turned 19 or 18, I can't remember. I applied for Best Buy, and Best Buy straight up called me and told me, "Yeah, you didn't get the job because you know too much about technology that you're not allowed to work here."
Yeah, they're as soon as they hire you, they're afraid they'll lose you. That's why.
That's why I think next time I'll lie on the resume saying,
they didn't want to tell you were overqualified, but that's the honest truth. A lot of times, jobs you can be overqualified and they don't want you because they feel like they're going to lose you as soon as they get you.
I work at Best Buy. I mean, fuck, it's like right around the corner for me. I'm like, I have no plans to go anywhere else unless I'm offered like $30 an hour. The close.
How much are they paying? Were you just sales associate?
It was just a generic sales associate here, and they were gonna give me like 14 or 13. I mean, for me, that's fine. No, yeah, no, it's not bad. I mean, when I'm done with my college classes, and if I get a job right away, I'm basically guaranteed a minimum of 20 an hour.
Yeah.
Because I'm going for like networking, infrastructure, security, pretty much anything to do with, server mainframes and shit like that. So.
Oh yeah. No, that's good, man. My freaking job in college, I was only getting $8.50 an hour. So.
Right now I'm making 17 an hour, but I'm
Got a slow car on the way.
You are only making 17 an hour because you live in California. Everywhere else in the U.S., that would be $12 an hour.
Yeah.
Because your price of living is just obscene. I mean, still, honestly, $12 an hour isn't necessarily bad. I mean, it's lower.
No, it's not.
I mean, depending on what you're doing, I mean, $12 an hour is not bad but like, I mean, for you, $17 an hour is probably decent. I mean, Dustin, honestly, like, if you, like, made $17 an hour and lived over here, you would feel rich. Like, I mean, stupid rich. Because $17 an hour anywhere else in the U.S. other than California is a godsend.
Yeah, Florida 17's a lot.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's good.
And the thing about Florida, too, is it's fucking right to work state, so if you don't like it too fucking bad, if you don't like it, bye. That's one thing I hate about this state, is that right there.
Yeah, they can let you go for any reason.
They don't have to give you a reason. They can just get rid of you because they don't like the way you look.
Like, you know what? You're too ugly. Let's get someone else.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
No. Let me finish my lap. Come on.
We have a car stopped on the right.
Yes.
All right, man. Warm up is over.
What did I get? What was my lap time?
So we had the fastest practice time, 1:51.33 against a 1:51.324. Oh no, hold on, that's wrong.
It's just slightly.
Right. Get on the grid, my dude. Here we go.
My dude.
You got this.
Oh, is this a? Oh, okay, I'm about to say.
Oh, there's so many cars.
All right.
Oh, there's so many cars. It's so beautiful.
Let's have a good race, everybody.
God, there's so many cars.
My FPS.
Oh yeah, no, I'm at 26 frames, 28 frames.
19 laps, of course.
You don't.
It wouldn't let us do it, Dustin.
What?
It wouldn't let us do it. We tried. I tried while he was loading in, and wouldn't let us do it.
It needed to be done beforehand.
It said you have the maximum amount of fuel. It wouldn't go up at all. I did it as soon as the session ended, before he got on the track, and it still wouldn't let us do it.
Okay, so 14.
Hello, good luck everyone and Ethan.
Come again? What'd you call my mother?
Alright, what were you guys saying?
Oh, field's rolling. Is this a rolling start?
Good luck people, enjoy TikTok.
God, there's so many cars!
Shut up!
Dude, your spotter was having a seizure.
He was just like, catch this car, catch this car, catch this car.
Oh my God! Somebody really commented. Do it for Dale. Fucking Christ, Cleves McFarlane, I hate you. You know Do you know who Cleves McFarlane is?
Yeah.
You know he lives like 20 minutes down the road from me.
I'm gonna get run over by these guys. I just know it. I just watched this turn one, man. Most traded corner in history.
38 frames. Here we go. Woo!
You said you have a GTX 1070?
Yep.
Wow, so that really is just CPU bottlenecking. Huh?
Yep. That and probably also my hard drive. The fact that because when I built this computer, I didn't. My desktop hard drive wasn't working, so I just went out and bought a fucking laptop hard drive. That's what I've been using. At the time, I kind of just hack-assed it together a little bit.
That's pretty funny, actually.
I mean, it works. Who cares? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the hard drive is a hard
I
drive.
mean,
you know?
like, I know whenever I buy my wheel, when I'm at Best Buy, I'm gonna buy the 920 and then the G920, and then I'm probably also gonna buy well, not probably I am gonna buy a 2 or 3 terabyte hard drive, and then just clone this completely over.
Do you have a PS4 or
I do.
an Xbox
I have
One?
both. So
Oh, so because if I remember, the 920 is just for the Xbox, isn't it?
yeah, I don't play on my PS4 at all other than for GTA. So because I'm like level 500 on there, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not restarting on PS or Xbox or PC.
And this guy almost rear-ended me already. Oh, we're gonna have fun. Oh, we're gonna have fun. Did you see that, Mr. 88 there?
Just let him go by.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna try and fight anyone, but I just have a feeling it's still just gonna be stupid.
All right, the Corvettes are about ready to.
Should I just leave a little gap?
Yep. I mean, everybody's stacking up behind you though, just so you know.
I see that. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. Oh, they're heating up the tires like it's NASCAR. You don't need to heat up the tires of a GT car, numbnuts.
NASCAR. You honestly don't even really need to do it on the NASCAR either.
No, the only time I ever do that is if I go through the dirt. So then, because dirt actually builds up on your tires in this game, so then I do scrub my tires off a little bit. Otherwise, I never, do that shit at all. It's useless.
You're positive that that was a full tank?
Oh my
It
God.
wouldn't let me do any more. Yes. Oh.
Ah, shit. Why am I catching up to you already? You guys suck.
You fucking dropped back?
No, he didn't.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy.
You're an idiot. You fucking idiot!
Oh, you turned my ABS back on? That's fine. I'll just live with it for now.
You don't risk a wreck though, dude.
Especially if I'm getting new tires every time, and I don't care about burning them up just a little bit.
Here, I'm spotting for you. I'm gonna put your fucking shit on. Hold on, let's see. What do I do this? Black box, where? It says your ABS is on. ABS switch is set to on, ABS setting 7.
Oh, that one was bad entry right there, but
He's
that's
not
okay.
worried about it, doesn't know about it. I love how I'm watching your character's hands turn, but not the steering wheel. Fucking game.
I have the opposite right now. I have just the wheel. I don't see my hands. I just need some temperature in these tires right now. I'm not...
If I wanted to race against the DP, I would have signed up in one.
There you go. I'm on blimp cam, I think. And it's my frames are not being raped.
Because everything is just tiny little pixels.
Yep.
Let me know if you see anything interesting up
Oh
there.
yeah, no, like you're clear for miles around. Like there's nobody in front of you pretty much. And behind you, you're pulling away from the Mercedes pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're clear probably by about a quarter mile or so behind you right now. Like they just know everybody just exited that. Okay, When you left it, they entered the bus loop. So that tells you about how far behind them they are.
Yeah. Wow, we already have someone the lap down. Oh, he started in the pits. Asshole. Asshole. I see that DP car coming up.
I just feel like you have less fuel, dude. I really do.
I can't hear Dustin.
I know he's really quiet.
I really feel like you have less fuel than them.
That's it. Oh! They
You
don't
got a
usually-
DP behind you. DP behind you.
I see him. I'm gonna let him go in. Inside.
Right, he's clear.
Well, I wasn't expecting it this early on, but hey, it doesn't hurt to practice, I suppose. I hate the understeer on this corner, man.
Yep, that's probably my worst corner.
Oh, almost flat out.
Save the tires. Don't push it too hard.
Well, I just figured now would be a good time to get as much distance in.
I have to agree with him on that, Dustin.
Later on, once everyone starts passing everyone and lapping starts happening, then I figured it would, everyone's going to start slowing down because you got to let up and all that stuff. But right now, it should be all good. So I'm just trying to get as far ahead right now and then slow it back, dial it back a little bit for the longer term. But yeah, I agree. I'm not going to keep this space forever, I don't think. But I'm going to use it while I have the space.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
A little early right there. Dang, I'm pulling ahead.
Yeah, just keep it up.
Hopefully there won't be any freaking reverse DP cars like they were before. I was not expecting that last corner.
Nah, it's good.
So we're definitely in the lower split, which I'm fine with. I like I like what's going on so far, at least.
Oh, there's server lag right now. I don't know if it's on my end.
I feel fine, at least.
I mean, because otherwise, if I'm getting server lag, then I'm just gonna, it's jumpy. You know what?